Well, hello. Hey, everyone. This is J&A with the Let's Get Loud podcast. Oh my goodness, we have not done this in a very long time. So this is fresh. Like this episode is recorded yesterday. So hello, Alicia.
Less than 24 hours. Did I make you feel a little bit itchy?
Not at all. It actually made me feel so excited. I knew that this was going to happen. What's making me itchy is this storm.
I'm not okay with it.
I definitely, for two reasons. Step one, I'm not okay with the fact that it's April and we're expecting, apparently there was like a red screen for a moment. Someone said there was a red screen and then the red screen's no longer there. And I was like, take out that red screen right now.
Right now.
Right now. So there's the fact that I don't want this weather, but then I'm like, there's a chance that the kids don't have school. And that is like, pas acceptable. I haven't had one full day of work because of like skating and like Dia being done at 2:50. And like, it's the day that I usually get her. It's like, I haven't had like can I sit down at my desk from 8 to 4, please? And then today, last night, I'm sitting on the couch. I get an email, just a friendly reminder that today's a half day. So today's a half day until 11:50. I'm like, no, like I can't have half days. Holy shit. And then Friday and Monday. So I'm like, oh, wow, let's just, you know what I mean? Let's just not go to school ever. Let's just never work.
It does seem to be a lot right now. Yeah, I warned every one of my mom friends that I feel like it's like I've become the meteorologist of the group.
Okay.
And taken it upon myself to predict and keep track of my record.
Okay.
What does that mean? Chelsea's like, why are you so good at this? And I was like, because I used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Like we're going hourly. We're
décortique. We're analyzing everything. We know when they need to make the decision and for what reason. And like, nah, for sure. And you know what? Like we've been on both sides of the coin. And it's like we've been the teacher hoping there's no school. And now we're not the teacher hoping there's school. So like we've been both, you guys, we understand, we've seen the other side, but we're on this side now and this is how we feel. So I'm not okay with it. I've already like kind of like, okay, for sure daycare's open. So daycare will be, it's April. You don't close daycare in April. Like no, anyways. So daycare will be open. Noah's there. Dia's like easy. It's not about that. It's just the guilt of like, what do I do with them all day?
Oh, 100%. Like when there's a snow day, Neil's home and my kids are older. Like they barely need me, but it's the guilt. Like you're sitting in your office and like you hear them like playing or whatever. It's the guilt.
Yeah. I wish I had like a secret office, like a getaway escape, kind of like Jeff. He kind of goes when he wants to. Like, it must be so nice. He can just be like, I'm like, today, are you going to the office? He can just decide in that moment, like, why do you need me? Yes, I'm going to my office. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I feel like he must do that sometimes. He must make shit up. Big appointments, big meetings.
I mean, I don't blame him.
Full schedule, right to 5 p.m.
And do you know what? Like the thing is, and I'm not bashing Jeff at all. He does have flexibility because he owns his own business. So he also
1,000,000%
has flexibility. So you are two parents that have flexibility in your schedule, but it's always your responsibility
to figure out what's like the fallback parent. Always. And that is because we have a vagina. And I do feel like, so today she's done at lunch. I'm like, I'm scrambling. I teach spin. Like, so I can't even go get her. So I'm like, every Wednesday, it's the same darn story because it's Wednesdays that they have these half days. Apparently it's every Wednesday. That's how it feels. It's like, I'm like, oh my God, it's again the same Wednesday. How many Wednesdays do they need? Anyways, so basically I'm like, okay, so I text my mom. She's like, I have a hair appointment. So I'm like, okay, that is not your responsibility. All is good. So she's like, your dad's around. I'm like, oh, poor dad. Like he's probably like on his tractor, like doing his like living his life.
Yesterday I drove by and your dad was like, I feel like he had a toothbrush and he was washing the truck. Like it was like Q-tip toothbrush status.
Yes. Yep. So anyways, I'm like, he has plans. He has a full day of shit he wants to do. Right. So I'm like, and then like, so then Margot sends a text. She's like, oh, the kids are finishing early. She usually picks her up on the Wednesdays. Lately, Dia sometimes chooses not to do it, not to want to go. So, which is fine. So this morning, Dia's like, no, I would love to come home. And I'm like, meh. So anyways, like, can you believe that the last person I asked was Jeff? I'm like, oh, are you around today? And he's like, yes. Could you go get Dia at 11:50? He's like looking at his schedule. Yes, I actually can. I'm like, fucking perfect. But it just
Wow.
shows how I was like gonna call like Jeff's dad before, like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't even think of asking him. That's my fault though. That's not,
I
yeah.
100%, like when we have this discussion, like I'm not bashing men. I actually really truly feel that like we have created this. Like
Yeah.
the moment that I realized that Neil didn't have a visa, and it's like, as much as I want to blame myself, I actually blame myself for taking on all his responsibilities, not thinking
Yeah.
about his visa. That's my fault.
Yeah. No, abs 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Yeah. He's the one that has that status of wanting a visa. Like you don't, that's out of your brain. So much in our brains. Oh my God. Anyways, you guys, hi. Today's podcast is about us catching up because we just spent a little bit of time together yesterday filming some duos, but we really focused on your weight loss and all the fun things that are coming, which we need to talk about right now. We are going on tour, quote unquote, and it's a sign up tour. The thing is, you guys, we have a summer program, and our summer program is like such a fun, we find that summer is such a fun time to be a part of your weight loss just because our service can really provide what you could be looking for in the summertime versus I truly believe that's what makes us different. Other programs, they provide meal plans and shit that you don't want to do in the summer. And
Actually, most things that offer like meal plans, they almost like take a break in the summer, you know?
Yes,
They
like
go
they don't
hard.
even promote anything. They don't even promote anything. They go hard in September and January. You're so right. So right now for us, like we know the value of our service, especially in times like summer, because we talk the talk, we walk the walk as well. And I know that people that follow us know that. And I think that that's when we can really provide value. And I think we provide value all year round, but it's when we're most different. And so anyways, we want to help people around. I mean, we feel like more people in New Brunswick need to know that we exist. And also we want to meet them. Like we're so close. And we had been talking about this for a long time. Like I'd love to be able to meet the people up north and talk to the people in Fredericton and have more members from New Brunswick, but also meet them, because we're so close. Why not? And we'd love to meet all of our members and go worldwide, but like, that's not, that's just not a possibility. And we know that our members are successful online. But meeting them is just that community feel that we absolutely love. So we are going on a New Brunswick sign up tour, and we're going to like 7 different cities. It's going to be busy, all in May.
It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to show Neil my schedule. Talk about default parent. Peace. Mommy's going to work.
Oh
anyway.
My goodness.
But, this kind of, guys, this was born from members sending us things and out of frustration and saying, this is the only service we have access to in our area for weight loss. And that kind of lit a fire with us.
Yeah.
And we were like, you know what? And as much as it will be online, like you will be following the program virtually, us coming to your community and hopefully people from the community following your weight loss together forms that little community.
Yeah.
And we're going to come back.
So
we're going to come back and visit you. And so it's a 4-month kind of program. So you can kind of set some goals for yourself. You can think about how you want to feel the next time you see us. Like I am beyond excited to touch, smell, see our members and future members.
No, I agree. I think that, so the plan is, you guys, so our summer program is a 4-month program. And so people will come up, sign up for our summer program. And the thing is, like when we come back in the fall, for our fall program, okay, I think it'll just be that like, okay, like what happened the last 4 months? Like just that reflection piece of like, okay, how do I improve how I am as a member? What did I, learn this summer on the summer program? Because summer programs are different than fall programs. Like just, we are different. Like our responsibilities are different. Our lives are different. Our lifestyle is different. It just looks different. And our goals are probably going to be different as well. So anyways, we're just like so excited to set up, just to meet new people, and to get people feeling like this is an option to them. Because we know in the smaller communities, like all that is offered is not something that a lot of people are feeling comfortable to join right now. They're like, this doesn't seem right. I've tried it a million times. And this is, like Alicia said, we've received some message and they're like, this is all we have access to. I'm like, no, you have access to your weight loss. Why aren't you doing it? It's like, well, I'm not sure what it is. And I'm not sure what to do. And I'm worried. Not everyone's comfortable with that, like sign up, that online sign up moment or experience. And so we want to create almost a live experience for the sign up. So people come in, they sign up, they sit down, and then we really guide you through how to start your weight loss in person. Does that make sense? And so it's like, okay, join the Facebook group. This is how you do that. This is the website. This is what we recommend you start. This is where you find the things. This is what you can expect. And also on top of that, you know it, Alicia's like, let's do a 4-month fucking goal sheets and like whatever. So clearly we're going to create some really good, fun things for you to feel like this is a 4-month, commitment that I'm embarking on. And the girls are coming back in 4 months. We'll reassess, we'll rethink what I want in the next 4 months. But I think it's what maybe some of these people not comfortable with the online experience are missing. And we want to bring it to their community.
And you guys deserve it. So we're beyond excited. Well, you'll have an opportunity like at the beginning to just like ask us questions. We are going to be there for like an hour before the actual session starts to ask us questions if there's anything you're still not sure about. And then you're going to get an hour with J&A, a pep talk. Yep. Not only how to start, but like, let's do this.
Yes, absolutely. And Q&A, anything that you want to know. And so last night or yesterday, which is today for us while we're recording, we said this out loud, basically. So it's on the internet. We didn't say which cities we're coming to. We're kind of getting some ideas, but we do have a few cities that we're for sure coming. Like we're going to Bathurst. We're going to do Tracadie. We're going to go see the people in Niguac. They're so close. Like these are like the little areas that we for sure know, and they are like locked down. Another place that we're going is Grand Falls. We've never been to Grand Falls. We're going to do Fredericton, you guys. So, I mean, these are the spots that we know for sure, but there are a few other spots going to be added to that schedule. So the idea is really to meet you and to get you like feeling like that sign up moment is you feel already engaged almost and like a part of it. So that's important to us. And we know it's important to you. So that's why we wanted to offer this service. We're freaking pumped. We really want this to be what we want it to be.
You know what, guys, we're always honest with you guys, and we have always felt like our message needed to get further. Yeah. And, we're like, hey, let's like do Canada world domination. And it's like, do you know what? New Brunswick. Like, let's start with New Brunswick. Yeah. This is where we're from. Like, let's be proud of the fact that 2 moms are offering this service in this province. Like we have so much to be proud of and local. And, people are going to go through the same seasons with us. We're going to talk about eating lobster together and maple syrup. You know what I mean? Because you're in the same moment with us.
Yeah, no. And I mean, as we're being so transparent, like there's no reason why our province doesn't know we exist and know more about us and feel comfortable joining our program. And honestly, I think we should be the #1 weight loss program in New Brunswick. I truly believe that. I think we should be the #1 weight loss program ever. But I mean, at the end of the day, I understand that there are limitations with we can't go against Weight Watchers and there are billions of dollars in their account. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But here in New Brunswick, there's no reason why people don't know we exist and the service we provide, because we are an amazing program and we change people's lives. Like it is what it is. So we're going to go around and share that love.
We are going to make you know about us, whether you like it or not. But you're right. And even in Moncton, like when I meet someone that's like my age and like doesn't even know that we exist, I'm like, how, why?
I'm like so hurt. I'm so hurt. I'm like, how is that possible? Something's wrong here.
So Jose's already got us thinking of where we can do spin along the tour, everyone. So
yes.
When we do announce our tour dates and our cities, we're going to need recommendations of what we can do, because there's going to be a few times where we do have time. Obviously, I'm more thinking about where I can go get a cocktail.
Yes.
Jose
I'm
was
thinking where I can teach us where I can like be in a spin class. So obviously we're like looking for activities while we're in your city. And so anyways, we'll definitely ask for all the details from you. So thank you for coming. If you're already a member and we're going into your city, please come.
yes,
Please bring a friend.
yes.
And come meet us. I mean, maybe you don't want to stick around to like how your weight loss works and how to join the Facebook group, but just come and meet us. Just come and say hi and bring your people. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a great way for you to be like, listen, these girls are coming, join their summer program, come meet them. And it's an easy way for you to be able to like almost because you've been talking about us to your friends, but like when it's like, okay, they're coming, like you can like finally join and feel like you're a part of it. Because it's not everyone that's comfortable with that online experience of joining. Once they're there, like I know that our online program is just amazing and people feel connected and they feel the program. It's just that online sign up can be like that missing piece sometimes. Just like 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
go.
Okay, Alicia. Okay. So I want to talk about I know that she already did a Disney podcast. I didn't listen to it, you guys. So I know nothing. And I just want you to like blah in my face, all the things you felt about Orlando, your experience with renting a home and being in a home with your family, and then obviously just your Disney experience. So go.
This is like your favorite thing. You just like big smile. First of all, I'm just so happy that our friendship is going to make it through because you had
Same.
said to me, if you don't like this, I don't know if we're going to make it. And I was upset by that, but like now I get it. I get it.
I mean, I was going to just be upset by the fact that like, because I feel like I need my friends to at least like try it. Like, okay, you hadn't tried it before, so I was okay with you not sure about it. But then after you tried it, if you didn't like it, I'm like, how different can we be? Like that I love it so much and you didn't like it at all. Like you did it wrong. There's no way. You know what I mean?
So obviously Jose was like my liaison the entire time, you guys. She was like right there with me, holding my hand. By the end, I was like a toddler. I went from like a newborn to a toddler, and I had a little
She
bit.
She grew up so fast, as she does always. She gets it.
It was incredible, actually. It was really easy. I am amazed by Disney. Everywhere else in the world, the service industry, they don't have enough employees. Disney, 7 trillion employees.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And honestly, a big part of me being like, ugh, about when I decided I wasn't going to like it before I even went was I was like, oh, the lines, and there's just so many humans. And like, I basically never waited in line for anything. Like, even at the end of the night after the fireworks, I was like, oh, it's going to be like so many people trying to get out. It's just that we got on like the first monorail. Like, they really have, even getting out of the parking lot, like there was never a line.
It's actually, I don't know how they do it. Like while I was on the Disney cruise, I'm like, how the fuck do they find these employees that are so happy? And everyone's on the same page. We're all like, really, it's like they have them brainwashed. Like you need to be this way or else we'll find someone else and we will, you know what I mean? It's just, there's something about it. It's very special. I love it.
And
I love being a Disney
like
client.
I booked my individual lightning lane for PM and not AM. That was a big mistake first day. And I just went to the little booth. I almost didn't go because I was like, it says no refunds. Like they're not going to give me a refund. I almost didn't go. And they're like, no problem. Like they refunded me.
Told you.
There was a moment where like my Genie pass, I had like, because I had everyone's things. So, but Neil's hadn't dinged and I didn't realize it until after. And they just like took care of it. No big deal.
Yes.
Let's go. Like it was incredible. It was such a special time with my family. I actually shed an actual tear on one of the rides because it was just such an incredible experience. And I was looking at my family and their mouths were like open and they were just like,
it's such an amazing ride. The Avatar ride.
Yeah. So it was great. I don't know if I would stay in that community that we stayed in again, just because it was like a little bit of a far drive, but the house was really nice in that community.
Yeah. And it's like the communities are like more touchy. Like it's like some people have like shitty experiences at the pool and whatever. And it's like everything else. It's like people have shitty experiences in Disney. Like some people are like, it was just all right. Like long lineups. It was hot. People were pushing. Like, it's like insane how I'm like, I don't have that experience at all. So like, it's like so And I don't know, and I've done it so many times that it's not luck. Like, it's not luck that when I go, things are
No.
good. And I'm like, because at first, like when I did my webinar, I was like, shit, like, is that just luck that like I got the right, fast pass and my day was full? Or, or do I actually have skills? Like, is that like an actual, like how that works? And then like, after having so many of like you and other people that have like, were like, oh my God, like I use all of your tips. And like, my whole day, I did like 15 rides. I'm like, okay. So it is about how you do things. It is about being on top of it.
And if you're going to go, you need a Genie Plus. Like, I do
Oh,
not
man.
understand why people go. It is a drop in the barrel of the money that you have spent to fly your family, to rent the home, to buy the Disney tickets. Like, it is a drop in the barrel. Just like,
Yeah.
it's as expensive as a hot dog. So, like, just please do it.
Yeah, no, 1,000,000%. I agree with Alicia. And like, because sometimes like you're passing the line and the lineup is a 2-hour lineup and you're like, you have a 5-minute wait and you're like, all I did was pay $15. What is wrong with all of you? Why are you in this lineup? Literally,
I
the only
actually do
difference
not
between you and I
understand.
is $15. Really? You couldn't do the $15? Like, sometimes I'm like, why are you not paying the $15? And it's like Jeff says, like everyone has their limit. After a while, you're like, frig this, I'm gonna wait in line. Like it is what it is. And I'm like, oof, like I don't know. It's such a big difference of an experience just for that. And someone like, so I was talking to someone about Disney cruising and Disney parks, and she was like, oh my God, I would do a Disney cruise 1,000,000% before Disney parks. And so I was like very interested in my opinion on that, like because I've done both so many times. And then she said, I just like waiting 2 hours in line in Disney. And I'm like, I've never waited 2 hours in line in Disney. So
No.
I don't know how that would, also that's a choice.
Yes, 100%.
Like that's a choice to wait 2 hours in line.
So we definitely want to go back. Like there was things that I felt like I didn't get a chance to do. Loved Epcot. We actually I'd like to maybe try staying on a Disney resort.
I support you so much.
I think I would like to try that experience.
Yeah.
And just see like you get to go early and like you can get like the packages. So maybe you wouldn't need to make it such the big long days,
Right. And you can like create, it's just like different, like no car.
Yeah.
And you can have meal plans, you know what I mean? And it's like there's definitely like that that life that you
Yeah,
can
I think I
have.
would be open to, and we did spend a decent amount of time driving that, so I would be up to trying that option, to be honest,
Yeah.
and just see
Yeah.
which one we like better.
Yeah. I mean, everyone says that they love so much that it's not the same, that it's like way better to stay, in the parks. But I feel like it's just everyone's so different. And it like depends what you prefer, what you like to do, what you don't like to do. Just like everyone's like, oh my God, once you do the Disney cruise, you won't ever want to be in a park. And that could not be further than how I feel. So like, it's like, oh, I don't.
Tell us about your cruise.
Okay. So the cruise was amazing. The service was Disney. So it was like you said, it's just like everyone's everywhere. Everything's so fucking clean. Like it's perfect. So the boat was clean. The service was smiley and nice. And it's so funny because like I'm on a Facebook group. So when you do a Disney cruise, there's a Facebook group created for every week of the Disney boat that you're on. I think it's definitely not run by Disney. It's run by someone that is a Disney freak and does that.
Okay.
But I think that it's like very popular. Like when I wanted to go on a cruise in 2020, there was a group back then. And now there's still one in 2023 for our cruise. You get what I mean? So I feel like it's a thing. Okay. So anyways, you just like find it, which boat and which week you're on. So if you want to meet other people, which is my nightmare, it's just so funny how people are like, let's meet let's have an ice cream social. Absolutely not. I do not want to talk to your family. Like I absolutely not. So I definitely don't want to meet your kids. So it was just like, that's not my thing, but I just wanted to just read and creep, you know what I mean? And just know what's happening. And I have to say the comments, it was like, one person could be like, this is the worst experience ever. And then the other person's like, oh my God, everything's magical. And this is my 27th Disney cruise. So it's like so interesting to me how everyone is so different. And it just proves like that's for everything, you guys. So even weight loss, like when you're trying to like figure out how a person lost weight and what they're eating and when and what and where, like it's so like not relevant. Like you have to experience and you have to create your own shit and you have to have you have your own strengths, you have your own like preferences. So like that's I don't want to meet other people's kids. I don't want to meet you. I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Now, am I on the boat and I'm like ignoring everyone? Of course not. While I'm in line, you for sure know that I'm having a conversation with the person beside me. You know
course,
that
with
about
your
me.
big smile.
Of course I am. Of course. I've met so many people on the boat, but I don't want to like, hey, I'm coming to meet you because without you, I'm not having fun. And this is a part of my fun. No, it's just a part of like passing the time. And I love talking to people. We all know that. But it's just like very funny how like just because I love talking to people doesn't mean I love talking to strangers in different areas. It's very interesting. Definitely don't want to like create that I have like now a job to like talk to you every day and then we meet up at chairs. Jamais.
No.
I don't want to meet you up ever. Okay, so moving on. We now know more about Josie. So cruising. So let's separate Disney from cruising. Those are two separate things. Just cruising experience, which is you're living on a boat, you're in rooms, you stop at islands, you're on the water. That's cruising. Fucking loved it. The weather was beautiful. 7 days, 7 out of 7, top notch. Cruising was amazing. We had not cruised. This was my 5th cruise. I thought it was my 6th. It's my 5th. We did the math. Jeff was his 4th because I did 1 cruise prior to Jeff in my life. So I started cruising when I was 14 and we did cruises until I was 23, 24 when we got married. So from like 2004 to 2010, I did 4 or 5 cruises. So it was like busy, a lot of cruises, loving it. Love the cruise life. But it's not always sunshines and butterflies. Sometimes you get seasick. We had 1 cruise where Jeff was seasick. And we had 1 cruise where it rained for like 3 days. That sucks. You know what I mean? So, but you're on vacation. It is what it is. So cruising is a yes for my family. We loved the cruising experience. Did we love our Disney cruise? Absolutely. Yes, it was amazing. Having Mickey there, perfect. The boat was nice, clean. Food was delicious. So like, there's nothing wrong with a Disney cruise. But it is so much more expensive than another cruise line because it has the branding of Disney, which is what it is, right? It's like when you go to Magic Mountain or you go to whatever, it's got to be more expensive in Disney. So the branding of Disney is way more expensive. And it's like, is it worth it? Just like the hotels in Disney are going to be more expensive than the friggin' Hampton Inn. Yeah. Is it worth it? Is it worth being there with Mickey Mouse? So I think it was because of the kids' age and just Dia's love for characters signing and taking pictures and whatever. But like, would we do 27 Disney cruises until I'm 75? Absolutely not. Because I think the only difference is the characters. Now we're going to try a different cruise line next year. And maybe it won't be clean. Maybe the food will be disgusting. Maybe the service will be shit. And then I'll be like, oh, I see. I'm not just paying for Mickey. I'm paying for the Disney service, the Disney food, the Disney whatever. And then I'll see if that's worth it. But the boat is not a big boat. It doesn't offer a lot. It offers enough, but it doesn't offer like some boats offer a ton of shit to do. So it's like, okay, like, do I care about the non-smiley employee? You know what I mean? Right. Do I care that the employee is not friggin' jumping up and down? I was shocked that they were not offering activities around the pool. Like there was no activities outside of the kids club. So It wasn't like, oh, go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they're doing a belly flop competition or whatever. Like I remember on Royal Caribbean, like being like the cruise director is on the deck and we are just laughing, having fun. And there's a mic being passed around. You know what I mean? There's like activity, kind of like a resort.
Do other boats have a kids club, or is that like a Disney only thing, or do other boats have a kids club?
They definitely do. I think that Disney was ranked quite high on like how much kids like it. Now I am listening, so I will be on the DCL podcast. So I asked to be on and they were like, yes, come on, whatever. So I will be on the DCL podcast, you guys. Basically they go
all your dreams are coming true. All your dreams are coming true.
It's like an hour and a half podcast every time I listen to them. And it's like detail, like what kind of stateroom did you have? What did you do day 1? Like it's like details. I won't do that today, of course, but because we have 3 minutes left of our 40-minute podcast that we said was going to be around 20. But yeah, so they do have a kids club. Like I was looking at videos for the boat that we want to do next year, the cruise we want to do next year, and they have a massive kids club. And so the DCL podcast also covers other cruise lines, not just Disney Cruise Lines, because they're not like DCL, like it's not Disney owned, so they do whatever the fuck they want to do. And so it's literally just travel agents that really enjoy DCL, and they do tons of DCL cruises or Disney Cruise Lines. But she just did the one we're doing next year. So I just started the podcast. Like she's going through the days, what she likes, what she doesn't like. So her kid is like obsessed with he's loving the kids club. It is massive, but then it's like from 6 to 12. So I'm like, okay, next year, Noah can't go. You know what I mean? At that particular kids club with Dia. So he'll do another one, but I don't go there thinking my kids are going to spend their time in the kids club.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So it's like,
yes,
but so there's a reason why it's 6 to 12. It might be that the activities are more. So if the activities are more 6 to 12, he's not going to want to stay either. So he'll do something else. And Jeff and I are so good. Like we love going in the slides and doing whatever with them. So it is a trip for them. So it should be okay. Other than that, you guys, do not regret it just because it's more expensive and I could have whatever. I've been wanting to do a Disney cruise like my whole life. So I did definitely cry when when you wish upon a star, that's the like sound of the horn when we leave.
Okay.
Like like that was the sound. Okay. Lost it.
I mean, I cried on a ride. So
yeah, so exactly. It's just so special. Like Disney, it does it. And you know what? Maybe I'll come back next year and be like, well, shit. You know what I mean? They friggin' have that special feel. And also definitely did not deter me from going. Like, I want to do parks again next year. Jeff is like, ugh, he's so like, he wants to change it up, switch it up. But then I sell it so good. And I'm like, I think this is where we're at with our kids. Like, this is their age. Like they're going to be teenagers once. And they would have done Disney so many times that they're over it. You know what I mean? But I'm like, right now, like, it's easy. We like, we can relax, and Orlando's easy for us. It's like home. Like we know exactly where we go. We know what we love. That's what I love. And Jeff doesn't like that. He's like, it's so easy. It's like so repetitive. We're doing the same thing every year. And I'm like, but I love that. It's comfortable.
Yeah. I do think you lied to me when you said that driving there was like driving at home. That was a lie. That was a lie.
My goodness. Okay. We're going to have to go because it's going to stop us. Come and see us in a city near you if you're from New Brunswick. Thank you. Listen to the next podcast, you guys. Bye.